It's one thing for a player to reject a move to your favourite club, but for them to then go ahead and join a rival club? Now that can really sting. Anyway, today we want to look at some of those transfers that really sting. These are 10 footballers who rejected a move to join a rival club. But just before we get into that, watch this.
Deeper outside. Let me know when I get closer. Open up the sky for me. When you say I'll dig much deeper, I will shout.
Get your jerseys at goal90.shop. The link is in the description below. Now, this guy we're about to talk about would have been shopping for a Barcelona jersey at Goal90 shop, but at the very last minute, his order would have changed to get the shirt of Barcelona's most bitter rivals. Of course, you know we're talking about Arda Güler. The 18-year-old midfielder was first approached by Barcelona, and when it seemed like a move to Catalonia was going to be sealed, Real Madrid entered the race and the Turkish youngster quickly jumped ship. Now, he's a Real Madrid player. But guess what? He wasn't even the first of Turkish descent to reject Barcelona for Real Madrid. Before Arda Güler, there was Mesut Ozil. The World Cup winner was close to joining Barcelona in 2010, but he ended up choosing Real Madrid. Why? Because of Jose Mourinho. Ozil mentioned that when he visited Madrid, Jose Mourinho met with him and gave him a VIP tour of the facilities. Meanwhile, when he visited Barcelona, Pep Guardiola didn't even bother meeting with him, and that was all he needed to make his decision. He admitted that Barcelona was his first choice though. He loved the club style of play and could see himself playing under Pep, but Madrid went all out for him and that was enough to convince him. David Beckham's story was a little different though. After Beckham and Ferguson fell out, with Fergie throwing a boot at the midfielder in the dressing room, it was clear that Beckham was going to leave the club, and United were ready to sell him to Barcelona in the summer of 2003. Guess what? Both United and Barcelona even announced that they'd reached an agreement for the transfer of the Englishman. But all of a sudden, Real Madrid entered the race and hijacked the deal. Before anybody knew anything, Beckham was a Madridista, but it all worked out well for Barcelona that summer. Joan Laporta, who was the club president at the time, had promised that he would lead Barcelona to the forefront of the footballing world by signing one of Beckham, Henry or Ronaldinho. With Henry insisting on remaining at Arsenal and Madrid hijacking the Beckham deal, Barcelona had no option than to go super hard with the Ronaldinho move. So they outbid Man United and eventually landed the Brazilian. Considering how good Ronaldinho turned out to be for them, we're pretty sure Barcelona fans are happy that Beckham rejected them. Speaking of Barcelona, in 2018, former Barcelona attacker Alexis Sanchez rejected a move to Manchester City in order to join rivals Man United. It's a move he probably regrets so much to date, considering how badly he flopped at Old Trafford and how much it affected the trajectory of his career. Anyway, fast forward to 2022, and it was Erling Haaland who was flipping things around. He rejected Manchester United to join Manchester City. Man United had had their eyes on Haaland since 2019. Back then, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who had previously worked with Haaland at Molde, was coach of United. So United thought they had a real chance of signing him. Anyway, it was the noisy neighbours the Norwegian ended up joining. Sanchez may have felt like he joined the wrong Manchester club, but considering he won a European treble, among other things, in just his first season in England, we're more than certain that Haaland is very happy with his decision to turn Man United down. And you know what? Haaland is not even the first Premier League Golden Boot winner to turn down Man United for a rival club. Sadio Mane did that in 2016. When it was certain that he would leave Southampton, Louis van Gaal really wanted to bring him to Old Trafford. According to Mane, he met with Van Gaal and was close to signing when Klopp called him. That call was all he needed to convince him. He changed his mind in a second and was off to Liverpool. Considering he won the Premier League, Champions League and a Premier League Golden Boot among other things with the Reds, you can say that Mane was really happy about the decision he took. Darwin Núñez too went that exact same path in 2022. Man United were interested in him, but he reportedly rejected them because they didn't qualify for the Champions Champions League that season. Well, a year later, tables have turned and Man United are in the Champions League while Liverpool have to play Thursday night football. But Champions League football was not even enough for Alexis McAllister to choose Man United over Liverpool. Knowing full well that Man United would be playing in the Champions League while Liverpool would be playing in the Europa League in the new season, the World Cup winning midfielder still chose to play for Liverpool over Man United. Wow, right? And what about Mykhailo Mudryk? We all saw this one play out right before our eyes in January 2023. Mudryk was already on his way to Arsenal when Chelsea came from nowhere and snatched him. He was already mingling with the Arsenal fan base, hailing Arteta on Instagram and all that. But Chelsea came in, outbid their city rivals and signed the Ukrainian. We'll now wrap up this video with Neymar Jr. Real Madrid tried to sign him twice, once when he was 10 years old and again when he was 21. He rejected the Spanish giants both times. The first time Madrid invited him for a trial, he played, watched the first team play and even took pictures with some of the Madrid first team players. The move was set to happen, but he just wasn't ready to leave Brazil yet. After spending just a few days in Spain, he started feeling homesick, so he turned down the move. Real Madrid then tried again in 2013 when he was 21 years old, but he chose Barcelona over them, and Madrid were not happy with that move at all. There are surely more players who have rejected moves to join rival clubs, so go ahead and drop some more names in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also turn on the bell notification so that you never miss out on new content. Catch you in the next one. Bye!